What's up, y'all? I hope you are having as much fun as I am in Marvel Rivals. I've already worked my way up to Grandmaster rank, and well, at a certain level, there are definitely meta characters that have advantage over others. Today I'm bringing you a tier list ranking. But before we get started, I want to say, this is all just my opinion, based on my personal experience in rank play. This ranking isn't about how fun a character is. Someone in C tier can be just as fun or even more fun than someone in higher tier. Plus, you can still be efficient with a C tier character, just like someone using an S tier character. The point of this list is to look at the ceiling of a character. In my opinion, someone who has mastered a C tier character can't be as effective as someone who's really good with an S tier character. I hope that makes sense. Now, let's get into the ranking. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch's performance heavily depends on player skill and positioning. Her damage output is comparable to Cloak and Dagger, but she lacks the utility. At higher ranks, landing her ultimate becomes increasingly difficult, limiting her effectiveness. Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is an easy to play character, but lacks impact at higher ranks. Her ultimate is one of the weakest in game. Matter of fact, it's the weakest in the game, and she's rarely seen in high level matches. While her kit isn't that terrible, she struggles to compete with stronger characters. Black Widow. She's just trash. I know she's a sniper who can headshot and all that, but she's trash. She needs a rework, a buff, I don't even know. She's by far the worst pick in this game. Storm. Storm needs a rework. I don't understand why she isn't just designed as a strategist with a very strong ultimate. She's slow as hell and doesn't even deal that much damage. She's decent for finishing kills, so I'd say she still has some value in lower ranks. But she definitely needs a buff or a rework. Wolverine. Wolverine can be a tank's worst nightmare, or just an annoying kitten that does nothing. Honestly, all you have to do is terrorize the tanks and try to push him into your teammate's line. Nothing more and nothing less. Rocket. Yeah, I know. Rocket mains will probably be shocked that I put him in rank C. But honestly, Rocket is a mix of 4 supports, but kinda in worse. There's literally nothing in his kit that others can do, but better. But he's still a good tank killer, and can survive well, which gives him a higher ceiling than Jeff. Hulk. Hulk isn't a character for everyone, but in the right hands, he's absolutely cracked. He's a great dive character, but can also protect the backline really well. If you're a Venom player, looking for more impact, just start learning Hulk, cause he can be very impactful. And please don't use your grab in Monster Hulk form at first, do it in the last seconds, trust me. Jeff. Jeff, while charming at the game's mascot, falls kinda short as healer. His healing efficiency is lower compared to other supports, and his ultimate is getting from day to day easier to counter. However, his mobility and survivability are exceptional, making him useful for players who value these traits. Captain America. Now listen, Cap is my main, and believe me, in good hands, this guy is incredible. The problem with Cap is that you need to master him so well to get a lot of value, and At a certain rank, it's almost not worth it anymore. But trust me, paired with a dive DPS, Cap can really hurt the backline, and he's perfect for protecting your supports from annoying dive enemies. You'll probably never kill them, but believe me, you'll make their lives harder. Adam. Adam is one of those characters many people think doesn't have a high scaling just because he is simple. But the difference between a decent and a very good warlock is like night and day. First of all, his damage output is very high. His shots can cause tanks major problems in just seconds. But his healing kit is the real gold. Adam is built to stay with a group, always to try stick with at least 2 teammates, especially when using his ability to split damage. Trust me, this will save lives. Also, please only use Adam's ult when you are in safe position. Black Panther. Panther is one of those heroes with incredibly high skill ceiling. First, you should set your sensitivity high. Then your job is to mess with all the supports. Go after them as hard as possible. I'm serious. Learn all the healing spots on the map and terrorize the backline. And then you have already a high value. Iron Fist. Iron Fist used to be so ridiculously broken until everyone figured out how to survive against him. Honestly, there's not much to say about Iron Fist. It doesn't apply to Panther or Magik. The key difference is this: if you see an Iron Man, bring that motherfucker down. And don't mess up with your block. Without it, you are done. Iron Man. Iron Man is kinda cracked because he's currently the only flying character that can deal serious damage. He's pretty simple to play, so there's not much else to say about him. The key is maintaining good positioning. Always stay behind cover, like a pillar or something similar, and peek out to attack. And if you're pushed by Iron Fist in Gamma mode, please just laser in. Moonknight. Moonknight is a DPS that relies heavily on good positioning and abusing his angst to deal as much damage as possible. But I'm telling you, this won't work in high ranks like it does in lower ranks. If you notice you're not making much impact without your angst, start using them defensively when you're being pushed or something like that, and focus all your shots on the tank, because he is low-key a good tank finisher. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is everywhere. He's intentionally made difficult because the devs knew everyone wanted to play Spider-Man, and that was a smart choice, believe me. If you fully understand Spider-Man, you can bet that he is the one who wins the games for your team, and if not, please just swap. Loki. Loki is a support who's made to completely annoy the enemy team. I mean, just think about that. You're getting pushed, pick Loki. Want to deal decent damage? Pick Loki. You want to die as little as possible? Just pick Loki. With Loki, it's all about managing his cooldowns and the positioning of his clones. If you master that, you've got him already figured out. Magneto. Magneto is a strong tank character focused on protecting teammates. His bubble can save allies from death, and his kit is designed to counter threats like Wolverine effectively. While his damage output isn't the best, he shines in team settings, especially when paired with Wanda to boost his offensive potential. Magik. Magik is an excellent DPS character with strong self-sustain. Each ability she uses gives her extra health, making her highly durable in fights. While she is slightly more skill dependent than Psylock, her backline disruption potential is unparalleled when played good. Magik is an A tier character due to her skill ceiling, but still capable of dominating matches. Peni. Peni is perfect in defensive play. Her spider nests are incredibly effective at protecting backlines from diving characters like Black Panther or Magik. However, in high rank matches, good opponents will focus on destroying her nets, reducing her value. While she's not always consistent, Peni remains a top tier tank due to her ability and utility to protect her team. Man, I remember in the beta, she was far the worst tank. Good job, Marvel Rivals. Star-Lord. Star-Lord is a character whose value heavily depends on player skill. His ultimate can wipe entire teams, but is also highly counterable. Star-Lord has great movement and survivability, making him a sleeper pick in scaled hands. When paired with her Adam Warlock, his ability to self-revive becomes an added advantage. Thor is a tank with surprisingly high damage output. While his ultimate is often misused, it's most effective for securing kills on low health enemies. Thor is perfect at peeling for supports and melting shields like Doctor Strange. However, his team protection capabilities are weaker compared to other tanks, so staying close to the teammates is crucial. Groot is the tankiest tank in the game. His wall ability is excellent for zoning enemies, and his self-sustain reduces the need for healing. When paired with characters like Jeff, Groot becomes nearly unkillable. He's best used alongside a dive tank to create chaos, while he holds the front line. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger is a versatile support capable of dealing solid damage and healing effectively. While not as dominant as Mantis or Luna, they are the next best choice for support players. Their bubble can save lives. It's kinda cracked, making them an excellent pick for players who want a balanced offensive and defensive. Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is an underrated DPS who punishes players who are in bad positions. His ultimate is incredibly strong, capable of securing multiple kills if timed correctly. While he benefits from support assistance, he's self-reliant enough to be a valuable pick in most matches. Namor. Namor is a top pick when it comes to disrupting flankers as much as possible. As Namor, always try to be with your support in the backline and support them as much as you can. His ult is also really good, since it almost always hit. Sometimes you need to predict where the enemies will run to hit them, but keep your turrets in hard to hit positions and try to focus them all on a single flanker with your first ability. Punisher specializes in eliminating airborne threats and has one of the most balanced kits in the game. His turret provides consistent damage output, and his shotgun is effective against flankers. His ultimate is game changing, but it requires heavy support focus to maximize its impact. Venom. Venom is the best dive character in Marvel Rivals. While he is capable of disrupting entire groups, he is most effective when focusing on single target. His kit is straightforward, but highly rewarding when cooldowns and timing are used effectively. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is without doubt one of the strongest characters in Marvel Rivals. His damage output far surpasses that than any other tanks. If you land your shot, the chances are high that you can secure a kill with release of combination. His shield is also leagues ahead of all the shields in the game. He's for sure an S tier character, who might even need a nerf. Lunar Snow. When it comes to supports, there are two characters that are much better than all others. They're so good that you are practically forced to have them on your team. Winning without Lunar Snow is nearly impossible. Her healing output far exceeds everyone else, and her ultimate ability is kinda broken. While it's not guaranteed death prevention, the healing with the ultimate is just crazy. And if her healing is needed, the damage boost is also immensely powerful. Luna has also crowd control ability, and that's rare for support, making her one of the strongest and most versatile S tier characters. Psylock. Psylock is an easy S tier pick, and that's because her ultimate ability. It's a skillless ability, but in that state, she can essentially secure 3 kills. Her ultimate can wipe out the enemy team's backline with little chance for them to counter. However, she isn't invincible in her ultimate. She can still be stopped by well-timed crowd control like Mantis' ability. Despite this, Psylock remains one of the strongest DPS characters capable of surviving without much assistance from supports. Hela is one of the most broken characters in Marvel Rivals, and nerf is needed. Her basic damage output alone far exceeds other characters, and her ultimate can decimate an entire team. While her ultimate is less impactful in high rank play due to counter strategies, Hela remains an S tier character, and her combination with Thor and Loki makes her even more formidable. Definitely a must pick, but you can be sure that she's gonna get banned in every ranked match. Mantis. Mantis is the other must-have support character. While Lunar Snow is more healing focused, Mantis leans heavily on damage boosting. Her kit is comparable to Luna's, but with slightly more offensive power. Mantis can heal, boost damage, and deal significant DPS herself, making her a must-pick. Her simplicity makes her an ideal character for new players. Hawkeye. Hawkeye is another broken character in Marvel Rivals, comparable to Hela, but with his unique playstyle. His high value comes from being rewarded even for shooting into crowds. However, his mobility can be an issue, especially when you are focused by aggressive characters like Captain America or Black Panther. Despite this, he is for sure an S tier character and needs some nerfs. Thank you so much to everyone who stuck around until the end. I really appreciate your time and support. As we wrap up, I want to let you know that I'll be back soon with another update for Season 1. Especially since the Fantastic Four are set to join the roster. It's going to shake up the game, and I can't wait to break it all down for you. If you enjoyed this content and want more guides, updates and breakdowns like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. Your support means everything and it helps me keep creating more for you. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.